Does overtime pay count towards Social Security and Medicare taxes? In recent discussions about labor laws, one question is rising to the forefront. Does overtime pay count towards Social Security and Medicare taxes? With many employees working extra hours, understanding the tax implications is essential. Just yesterday, new developments in tax legislation have prompted many to seek clarity on this topic. If you are one of those wondering how your overtime earnings affect your taxes, you are not alone. Let's break it down. Yes, overtime pay is indeed subject to Social Security and Medicare taxes. Even though recent tax changes allow workers to deduct up to $12,500 of overtime pay from their federal taxable income, this deduction does not exempt overtime wages from Social Security and Medicare taxes. These taxes, also known as Federal Insurance Contributions Act taxes, are calculated on both regular and overtime earnings throughout the year. To clarify further, the deduction applies only to federal income tax. It reduces taxable income on the federal return but does not impact payroll taxes like Social Security and Medicare. This means that the overtime portion of wages still contributes to the amounts reported for Social Security and Medicare. This contribution is important because it affects future benefits and Medicare coverage for employees. Additionally, the deduction for overtime pay phases out for higher earners. Specifically, it applies to those with modified adjusted gross income over $150,000 for single filers or over $300,000 for joint filers. While recent tax changes provide some relief on federal income tax for overtime earnings, it is important to remember that overtime pay still counts towards Social Security and Medicare taxes. This ensures that these wages contribute to the employee's future Social Security and Medicare benefits. So, as you navigate your overtime hours and tax filings, keep in mind how these earnings play a role in your overall tax situation. Understanding the relationship between overtime pay and taxes can help you make informed financial decisions.